Welcome back, America. I'm Hugh Hewitt. Let me introduce you to the next governor of New Jersey, Jack Ciattarelli. Jack, welcome. My friend Joe Piscopo tells me you've promised him an off-ramp or a rest stop will be named for him after you win. Is that true?
Joe's got a great memory with regard to certain things. Yeah, rest area on the Parkway.
He said he wanted the Parkway or the Turnpike because he didn't want one of the lower things. So I tell him that you're delivering. Jack, I'm very excited about this. New Jersey needs a Republican. How does it feel?
It feels really good, Hugh. I mean, all I have is 2021 to compare it to. I thought we were going to win then. It was awfully close. But this time the energy is electric all across the state. And tonight I'm going to be endorsed by another very prominent Democrat. And we've already racked up about a dozen of those. Not a single Republican has endorsed my opponent. But when you start getting the endorsement of Democrats around the state who are prominent, it's saying something.
Well, she's kind of fallen apart, but I want to focus on you. Number one, your website is in the lower third, jack4nj.com. I assume that Democrats are dumping tens of millions of dollars into this race. Do you have what you need to stay competitive?
You bet we do, Hugh. I mean, we've matched them dollar for dollar on the regulated side. I don't know exactly what's going on with the independent expenditures. All I can tell you is there's a whole lot of Ciattarelli stuff on the TV and pointing out who she really is. She likes to portray herself as a Jersey girl. She's not. She hasn't been here all that long. And she likes to portray herself as a centrist to moderate. She's anything but. So we'll just continue to tell New Jersey who she is, and we'll deliver a win in 25 days.
Now, a lot of my guests who are from Jersey and then go into New York to do their business for media stuff tell me the number one issue is property taxes, and the second issue is property taxes, and the third issue is property taxes. Have they got this correctly nailed?
Well, they got 1 and 2 right. Number 3 right now is electricity. Everybody's bill is going through the roof. And that's because of what's happened here in New Jersey with the failed policies of the current administration, all of which my opponent has endorsed, including doubling down on wind off the Jersey Shore, which nobody wants.
So, what can a governor do about property tax rate? I mean, there's a lot you can do about energy. You can build facilities, you can bring energy to the state. What do you do about property taxes?
50 to 70% of anybody's property tax bill, Hugh, is the school tax. There's the municipal portion, there's the county portion, but 50 to 70% is the school tax. And the reason why it's so high is we have a very inequitable distribution of state aid to our school districts. The more state aid you get, the less you have to tax. So I can lower property taxes with a better school funding formula. That's exactly what New Jersey gets on day one. We'll no longer be taking care of the districts, the schools in those districts that have been dominated by Democrats for years.
So, how do you manage to get a fair shake out of Jersey and especially New York media, which is the latter is especially left leaning?
Hey, we've gotten more than our fair share, but I think what you have to do is prove that you're viable. And because of the closeness of the race in 21, people are paying close attention. I have no complaints whatsoever with the attention this race has gotten, and I in particular. And the other thing is, I don't duck the press. My opponent ducks joint appearances left and right. She ducked out of another one this morning. She has refused the third debate that was going to be hosted by CBS Channel 2 out of New York. I think New Jersey likes a hardworking guy.
Oh, that's a tell. That's a poker tell. When someone dumps a debate that they've agreed to, they're not winning the debates and they're not winning the polls. They're trying to hang on. Does that make you feel pretty good?
Well, what makes me feel pretty good as well was last night was the second debate, and all she did was lie. She's lied all throughout this campaign. They're getting more vicious. They're getting more outlandish. That's not what a leader does. And so we're just going to continue to do what we're doing. What she has done all throughout this campaign is based her messaging on 3 things: lies about Ciattarelli, disdain for Donald Trump, and she can fly a helicopter. The people in New Jersey are growing very weary of that. It's not going to fix anything here in New Jersey that needs fixing.
What Joe told me is the Annapolis scandal has dinged her up pretty badly. I don't know much about New Jersey politics. Has that played in New Jersey?
She has based her entire political brand on being a Naval Academy graduate and serving in the Navy. But here's what we now know. There was a cheating scandal, pretty well known in the Naval Academy in the early 1990s. She was part of it, and she was punished. She wasn't allowed to walk in the graduation ceremony, and her name was not listed in the graduation ceremony book. That's pretty severe, and that's a fact. She has said it's because she didn't turn in classmates who were cheating. I don't think that's the case. I think she either cheated or she lied to investigators. All she has to do is approve the release of her disciplinary records. Only she can do that, to come clean on exactly what it is that happened. She's going around bragging that she's the most transparent candidate of all time. Well, if that's true, then come clean on what went down at the Naval Academy when you were there.
You know, Jack, my son-in-law is an Academy grad. My brother-in-law is an Academy grad. Her story doesn't make any sense. Has any Academy grad stood up with her and said, yeah, that's what happened? Because that's not the Academy way, as I understand it as a civilian.
You're exactly correct, Hugh. And more people since the debate have been coming out to talk about what they think really happened or what they know happened while I was there. But again, it can't possibly be the explanation she's provided. And if it is, then prove it. If what she's saying is true, the disciplinary records should show the exact same thing. Approve the release of the disciplinary records.
All right, last question, Jack. What's your turnout operation going to be like? And is the early voting the thing that dominates in Jersey? Did this stuff about the Academy break too late for early voters?
Not at all, Hugh. And the very positive sign here in New Jersey is thus far, Republicans are returning their vote by mail ballots, those who do vote through the mail, at a greater rate than the Democrats. And the last year in the Trump race here in New Jersey, more Republicans than Democrats participated in the early voting. So I'm telling you, if we go into Election Day virtually tied based on vote by mail and early voting, we're in great shape. And with regard to those polls, we've got a number of polls that show it as a dead heat or me with a 1-point lead in a state where traditionally Republicans underpoll. We're in a great position. We just need to finish strong, and we will.
And what do you want to do on day one, Jack? I'll call you governor after you win or governor-elect, but what do you want to do on one day? We have 1 minute.
Executive order number 1, no town in our state will be a sanctuary city. We will not be a sanctuary state. Executive order number 2, we're bringing back to work our state workers. They've been working from home post-pandemic. It's been a disaster. Executive order number 3, we're pulling out of RGGI. The Regional Greenhouse Gas Initiative is a carbon tax policy that has screwed New Jersey over and over again. We get out, I save $300 to $500 million a year and get electricity rates down.
You should be elected on that platform alone, plus your opponent's well, it's scurrilous what she's allegedly